Do you feel that you have a message that you want to share with the world, but you feel like your voice is not being heard? We are here to help. We are SOAR with Sacred Circles, TV shows, radio shows, and workshops. We have created a special place for you to connect and find your voice in empowered community. Connect with us at soundandlighthealingarts.com.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Hello and welcome to the Just Jan Show. This is a time when we must go beyond our usual thinking and sometimes burst the bubble of our constant stressful to-do list. So when I play these instruments, it actually shifts your brain so that you can become present. And the guest that I have on today, you will want to be present with her. She is the most delightful, grounded, giving, loving, a very bright star here in Nevada City. She has a beautiful equine therapy on 10 acres, and I don't want to forget exactly, Wind Horse Sanctuary, she calls this. She does equine facilitated learning with her 4 horses. She leads workshops, private sessions, and grief rituals with horses with the focus of self-development and healing. Can you see how she is bridging the unspoken world of presence of animals and we humans who talk too much and think too much and get stuck? So she is in great service. All of the guests that we have on the Just Jan Show marry spirit and service. In just a moment I will bring her out. I wanted to say just a little bit more about her path. In September 2016, Tara was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. 1 year previously, her close friend of 19 years died from leukemia. She helped her friend go across that bridge of letting go of physical existence. Our guest today is bringing many, many gifts as she is walking her own healing path and has offered the equine therapy. And I won't keep her from you any longer. Her name is Tara Coyote, and I welcome her to the show set. Tara, come in, please, and have a seat. How does it feel to have somebody honor all that you are doing? I can imagine it feels.
Yeah, that was a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much.
I love it when women can wear and embody the truth of who they are. And look at her. She is just a glowing, beautiful me.
Thank you.
I see you brought a prop tonight.
I did, yeah. This is my humorous little horse prop. I thought I'd bring on. I have 4 beautiful horses, so this captures the spirit of horse magic and medicine.
So, on your 10 acres of property, do you take care of the horses yourself?
I do, yeah.
You're the, I mean, I'm not a country girl, so that's big. But you take care of them, and you've had them there for a while. And tell us about your programs.
Sure. I live on 10 acres and the horses have a very good life. They have 2 pastures to be on, so they're not cooped up in stalls all day long. So it's actually pretty easy to take care of them, although
Nice.
it does require feeding 3 times a day. But they're amazing creatures. They're very bonded in their herd, so
You're like a mom to 4 kids.
yeah.
Yeah, you're a
true.
busy mom.
No diaper stage though.
I always admire people who can work with horses because they're so big. And I imagine that's part of the therapeutic part. I understand when my daughter had some difficulty, she went into equine therapy.
Okay.
And I felt that if you can work with a really big creature and have confidence in yourself, exactly how does that work to heal a person?
Yeah, that's a very vast question, actually. And I'm glad you brought up that point of horses being so big, because there's many elements of them being big, because when you're around a big creature, it really makes you be in the present moment, because it can be a little bit scary, although they are gentle. But the premise of the work, I don't do riding with people. Many people assume that since I have horses, I do riding. But it's all on the ground. It's awareness-based exercises where it helps you teach people about boundaries and the shadow self and authentic self versus the false self. So it's really about tuning into the transformational parts of really coming into one's true self.
And that's what you do in your workshops there.
I do, yeah.
Beautiful.
I do 3 and 4 day workshops where it really can change someone's life. And I do grief rituals with the horses, which is all about giving voice to the grief that we all hold within ourselves.
And can you just describe that a little bit more, the grief ritual part with the horse?
Sure. Basically, I was going through my own grief journey over losing my dear friend. It was very traumatic. And then I realized, wow, we don't have a place to process grief in our culture.
No, we don't. It's very unhealthy.
Yeah, so I decided to use the horse work that I already did and combine it with the grief work. So it's all about giving voice to the grief that we have in ourselves, because all of us are holding so much grief about the environment and lost family and jobs, whatever it may be. So.
And how is the working with the horse the portal for that? Are they a witness to it? Do you? I don't have any idea because I've never done it. Is it? What happens in that grief ritual?
Right. Well, there's something very powerful about being with the horses, because they help. It's hard to describe too, but just being around a horse, they help bring out the unconscious emotions that we're holding, whether it be grief or anger or sadness.
So they're witnessing the emotion.
Right.
And being unconditionally loving.
Exactly. And they have such huge hearts too. If you think about heart math, about the whole concept that our hearts have a lot of power.
Yes.
Horses have huge hearts, so it's just very instinctively calming to be around them.
As you're describing it, I can feel it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I can feel it. So it's just the presence and working with the horse, and so the person is processing their grief, and the horse is the helper.
Right, they're holding space.
Beautiful.
And it's amazing because no 2 grief rituals are the same. There may be a certain horse that steps up to really facilitate one ritual, and the next ritual, that horse is in the shadows or in the background. So.
Well,
It's
that would
always
be
different.
resonance then. Yeah,
Right,
that would be
right.
that law of attraction and resonance. What we talk about all the time on the show, of course, because everything is vibration. I'll just give a quick little Just Jan commercial. That the people that I choose to come on this show, the earth is in here waiting for us to take our node, find our voice, and to spread that message, that healing, that to potentize something that has been weak in our society, some divine principle. And I see that you're bringing truth, goodness, love, a lot. Yeah, you're really holding your node. And this grief, you've had quite an experience with that. I worked bedside at hospice for 6 years. And I'm a registered nurse and a music practitioner. So helping your friend die, that was an up-close personal experience of loss.
Definitely, yeah. It was very powerful, and very painful. I wouldn't have trained it for the world, but yeah, definitely shifted my life in an incredible way.
So it deepened something for you.
It did. It was so powerful to witness her death, and it actually inspired me to become a death midwife, to be trained to help guide people through.
With Jerry Lyons' program?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I know Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. Great. So that is a gift. You're bringing the horses, and you're a midwife for death. This is a very big missing disconnect, especially for Americans.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to think about death. They have a hard time even visiting someone who's really ill.
So true.
So we're going to take a break in a moment, and when we come back, we'll talk about, now you're faced with what society might say could be a loss of your health and vitality, but you're making other choices.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
That's
looking
true.
fabulous.
Well, thank you.
And again, we know the what you are learning and growing in all of these lessons as you hold your node. You can hold your light.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of people watching this program, and I just trust myself. But during the day, I said, what if Tara came and we just spent a moment and we asked every single viewer to open their heart and give you love and appreciation. Would that be okay?
Yeah, please.
That's what
Thank
we're going to
you.
do.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we're going to take a quick break. Welcome back to the Just Jan Show, and today at the kitchen table of feminine wisdom, we have a beautiful, I say young woman. It's so amazing that I see women 20, 30s, they are so there. They are so bright, they are so present, and what they're doing is different than what people my age forged through as a transition generation. So as we were sharing, Tara Coyote was recently diagnosed in September with third stage breast cancer. And just for the viewers, how many stages is there?
There's 4 stages, so I'm at the 3rd stage.
Okay, because we assume things that people know. So
True.
this has changed her life profoundly. She's had to make choices to stay in her health and her vitality, and here in her own words, she is boldly taking a stand to heal her body as nature intended it to, and take a strong stand against Western medical approach to treating cancer. Tell me, what does that mean in practical terms?
Basically means that when I was diagnosed, they immediately said that I should start 4 months of chemotherapy and surgery and radiation. And I had this experience of being with my dear friend who died, who chose the conventional route, and I witnessed quite a lot of horrible things during that journey. And so I realized for myself that I needed to do what was right for my body and my spirit and choose an alternative form of healing, which consists of juicing and infrared saunas and lots of supplements and many, many other things, basically.
So as I hear you speak about that, I'm hearing that you're purifying your body.
Exactly,
Yes.
yeah.
With sunlight, infrared, which goes into the cells, and it helps kill out viruses and different things that weaken our immune systems.
Right.
And juices, which have, what are those flavonoids and all those wonderful
Right,
things, and probiotics. And cancer, I'm going to just say a little bit here, is caused by a weakened immune system,
Right.
plus family hereditary. I have a machine, the Voice Bio, where I can have a person speak into it, and vibrationally I can give them statistically what their chances is of getting cancer based on their immune system decomposition. And it is rampant in our society because of the chemical toxic soup of what we're breathing and putting in, and our own thoughts. So you are choosing to heal from the inside out.
Right, exactly.
And you look great.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel great. I feel really healthy and vibrant.
Maybe you're choosing the node very powerfully of there is a different way.
Right.
And I'm going to walk this path, and I'm going to, and at a certain level, when you're choosing alternative, then you accept the outcome of that. You accept it and you walk that path of what it is. Because they do say that spirit orchestrates all this. As difficult as it is for us humans with our will.
Right.
So, are you working with the horses yourself with your healing?
Yes, my horses are my healers, along with all these other things I mentioned.
Yes.
I am. I spend time with them. I enjoy their presence. They're very powerful. I've had some amazing experiences where one of my horses came up, and when I was first diagnosed, about a month into it, I was pretty terrified, to be honest. And my mare, my female horse, she came up, she rubbed her head all up and down my left side, which is where the tumor is, and she rests her head on my shoulder, and she would keep following me around and doing this. So it was like she was giving me healing. So there's been some pretty incredible magical things that have happened with them.
And I've also noticed that you're creating some ripples of miracles in the social media because she's been very vulnerable and honest and sharing what she needs, what she's going through, her choices. And again, that's making this node pretty big, pretty shiny. I hope you know what role you're playing, especially as more people get these diagnoses and the medical community comes in so strongly. So, what do you need from the world now? If you had a magic wand, what would you bring in to...
Right. That's a
You have a
good
loving
question.
community, a partner, the horse is your home. In a sense, it's like you've created heaven on earth, practically.
It's true. It's pretty idyllic. I think I've received so much love and just people being generous with donations because I have a fundraiser. Just a lot of support, so I'm in such gratitude. And one of the big lessons is I've been a caregiver for everybody else, so I'm learning how to receive now, which is huge.
Maybe you should say that again. I think that's...
I'm learning how to receive, which is huge.
And when women give so much,
Right.
your immune system drops, your adrenals. So you're learning to receive and to refill yourself.
Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's the feminine. That's totally the feminine. So you've gotten rid of some of your bucket lists of all the other things for others to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's healthy.
it's like with this diagnosis, like, okay, now you have to take care of yourself. So it's been actually quite a gift to really step up and love myself, which we all need to learn how to love ourselves.
Self-care, massages, meditation time. Speaking of meditation, we did say we were going to have a beautiful meditation moment for you. And I adjust the thing right here. So we're all in this together. And having met Tara, we all wish you the absolute joyous best life, no matter what happens. Let's just take a moment here. Take a deep breath and open our hearts. And this woman has given so much. And what I'm hearing is she's ready to receive. We simply let all the vibration of the Creator flow through us into our hearts, filling us, and we send that energy out to this beautiful young woman. Just feel it and allow it. Your appreciation for all that she is doing and being and giving, and will continue to do. You'd like to just hum a little bit, gets the energy moving. The humming connects us to the heavenly forces. And take a deep breath. Just allow this mist of all this love, well wishes, sending some of that goodness and love and truth and beauty that you have radiated out. Now you can receive it so that your gas tank is beyond full.
Thank you so much.
Does that feel nice?
It was lovely. Thank you.
Felt nice to me too. How do you
Thank
feel,
you.
everybody out there? And you know, it just takes a moment. If someone in your life is suffering, this is your little badge for coming on the Just Jan Show, Suffering Sucks.
Thank you.
That we can just take that moment of reflection and say, you know what, that person is giving a lot. This is an endless source of healing balm. Just give it, and guess what? You got it yourself first, didn't you? It's like being on the plane when you put the oxygen on first. You actually bathed yourself and it raised your vibration so that you had it to give to this beautiful heart. I didn't mean to do all the talking.
Oh,
but
right.
I can see here
Thank
you're
you.
you're just in a beautiful, peaceful state. And how can people connect with you? Tell them about your programs and how they can find you. And
Sure. I have this little card here. My horse work is at windhorsesanctuary.com. I also created a page to share my journey. I have a blog. I have weekly updates and just interesting transformational tales and alternative cancer healing information. That's cancerwarriors.com. And I also have a Facebook page at Cancer Warriors. So you can look me up that way.
thank you, Tara. Thank you for coming on this show.
Thank you
I've
so
so
much.
appreciated your presence and your story. And I know that all the people who see this, when it is launched and for days to come, all of the shows stay up on the channel, the Just Jan Show, so you'll be able to share them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming and gracing and bringing your fun little horse here.
Of course.
And also, time and space melts away when we run these divine energies. If you ever need a little energy, you just press the link, fast forward it to the moment that we just did. That was a space and time of energy.
I will.
So, all right, thanks for joining us today. Tara, Coyote, blessing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's Thanks for joining us today. This programming is for you to grow and be inspired. And before we say goodbye today, I'd like to tell you who is joining us next week. Jorgensen, and I am at soundandlighthealingarts.com. I help people find that place of home between heaven and earth as we hear our messengers being transformational agents at this very challenging time. I have a coaching program. It is for 3 months for those who are truly ready to align themselves into their highest divine profile. I have a free Wednesday morning meditation where I invite everyone to come. Thirdly, I have a program. It is called Becoming Light Membership. And every morning I create a sacred space and I run vibrational energies through and with this group. It is a passive membership, but you will receive an informative, inspirational newsletter weekly because truly we are walking each other home. We have been separated from our true home for a long, long time. One way that you can find and anchor in your sense of home and divinity is to ask and intend to simply set a sacred space. Call in your spirit family, make an intention, and run these frequencies through your entire body. This will take us home.
Our sadness turn delight. Where shall the soul at last find home in the land?